Welcome to our first 2021 garden tour. So today I'm going to show you what we've been growing all month, and this here is our salad wall. We like to call it that way because all we're growing in here is for salads. So pretty much we have edible flowers, we have bok choy, we have radishes, lettuce and spinach. So they're just starting and it's time for us to go and plant a little bit more in between. And as we pick, we'll keep planting. What we like about this is that it doesn't take a lot of room. Also, because of where it's situated, we won't be having so much sun in the afternoon. So they won't be going into seed too fast. Here we have the Kiwi Plants. They've had a rough life this winter, but they're still alive, so we're leaving them there hoping that they'll catch up. And we also have some Swiss chard growing around here. In these little pockets, what we've been growing is some peas for soup. Peas that will go in soup, dry peas, those ones. Anyways, we have two kinds in there, and we will put a mesh over here so that it grows along the side of the shed. Area here we have a lot of fruit trees. We have a vine over there. We also have nectarines and plums over here. We have Rainier cherries over here, Saskatoon berries. Afterwards, over here we have 4 different kinds of blueberries. And we will also be growing, we just planted seeds for melons in the back, in those 4 mounds. We will be building another arch over here for them to climb on. And we also have carrots and catherinettes in the back. Catherinettes are those small wild raspberries. And we also have our potatoes here, 3 kinds of potatoes. We have red skins, Russells, and russets, and we also have blue potatoes. You got to see that our green onions are not dead. We've planted them this week. We had planted them this winter from seeds, but we transplanted them this week. And it was really hot, so we did it in the evening so that way they would have like the full night to have like a cool temperature to grab on properly. We also have a lot of peppers, a row of tomatoes to climb on these trellises, and in the back we have carrots that we can't wait, like they're just starting to sprout. We can't wait to eat fresh carrots here. So over here on both sides we have a row of tomatoes going along the trellises, and then we have different colored onions growing alongside the tomatoes, and we also planted green onions in between the onions because they don't take too much room. So that's the same for both sides. On this side of the arch we'll have multicolored climbing beans on this side, and then over here will be Lebanese cucumbers. And so what is nice about growing cucumbers on an arch is that you don't have to bend over to pick them up, and they don't get damaged from the bugs. They'll just grow straight down and you just come and pick your cucumbers. Also, this here we had to cover with a lot of mesh with whatever we had here at the moment, because we've had an animal come in and eat part of our broccoli plants. And so in order to save our veggies that we've worked so hard to grow, we decided to just do this for the moment, for the time being. And we have in here some kale, we have Brussels sprouts, Copenhagen cabbage, we have some broccolis, and we also have Romanesco. 2 cantaloupes that sprouted, and we just planted 2 honeydews. Last year we grew on this, and we've had, for 2 plants, we've had about 8 melons, I think, that we've had of cantaloupes. So we're hoping to have the 2 kinds growing on this year. We'll see how it goes. This part here is for cut flowers only. Our daughter loves flowers, so we decided to make this little area here. Our son does BMX sometimes and he likes to come on this here. We made a path for him, and then the flowers around her for her. And then in these buckets we have peanuts over here, and this one here will be miniature corn. We also have blackberries growing and some rhubarb. The rhubarb is doing great this year. And this one is the new arch that we've done this weekend. And we've also we're growing beans off of this one. It's gonna grow on both sides, and it's beans for soups. And we also have, we're trying to grow artichoke this year. It's the first time that we're trying this. It's not looking so great. If you have any trick, make sure you send them to us, because it's the first time we do this. We have our lovely zinnias that are flowering right now.
They're cool, man.
Yeah. Now into the greenhouse, we have a row of carrots mixed with radishes. The reason why we mixed them when we planted them is that as we'll pick the radishes, it's gonna thin out the carrots that are slowly starting to grow. We also have 3 rows of different lettuces, 1 row of spinach, some beets growing, some kohlrabi, kale, 1 broccoli, and in the very back on the mesh we'll be climbing a different kind of cucumbers. Those will be the Market More cucumbers. We also have the Space Saver cucumber that's growing here. We're supposed to have 3, but only 1 popped out up to now. We might have to plant a few more seeds in here, but they grow to be about 3 feet, 2 to 3 feet. And they grow long cucumbers, so they don't take that much room. So when you have a small garden area, it's perfect apparently. It's our first year trying them. And Scott did, of course, the buckets with the peppers. If you want to see how to make the buckets, you just have to go on our YouTube channel and you will see there's a video dedicated to it. So our strawberries are in bloom right now, so I'm hoping we'll have a lot of strawberries in June. And our asparagus that's sprouted is doing great as well. We did plant new asparagus this year, but they will probably take a little bit of time before they start growing. Also on this trellis here this year, these are Homesteaders Peas, and on this side is Pickling Cucumbers. So they all sprouted. We'll have to thin out a few because we have too many going on right now. Coriander, cilantro, I guess. We have dill, parsley, thyme, and chives. These are some of our garlics. We have a bed full of garlics and we had some more to plant, so we planted them in here. And I did plant some zucchinis as well in the corner back there. And back here we have our cherry tree, which is really full of cherries. Then we have our garlic over here. I cannot wait to see the garlic flowers to start growing. Is that one? No, not yet. But soon enough it's gonna be filled with garlic flowers. So usually mid-June we pick the garlic flowers and we make an awesome pesto with it that we can use everywhere, like pastas, potatoes, wherever you would use garlic really. And then it's gonna go to mid-July, yeah, around mid-July, when we'll pick the actual garlics and dry them off so that they're good for the whole winter. Over here we have some sort of chickpeas, and these ones here are cut flowers. We also have some ground cherries, and over here we have another artichoke, which is doing a bit better. It's a bit shorter, like it's smaller, but it looks healthier. And then over here yesterday we noticed that some animals came and took some of our flowers, little buggers. Well, there you have it, our first garden tour for 2021.